No countdown?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Notre Dame Primetime Live. I am your host, Ryan Fravel, with my coach, Sean. Ben cannot make it tonight. He is getting on a flight with some friends right now, so he couldn't make it, unfortunately. I'm actually sure he's probably happy that he didn't have to make this show, as tonight's probably going to be just a therapy session, a continuation of what went viral on Twitter and all over our reaction to Notre Dame being left out of the playoff. If you can't already tell that Notre Dame's football season is over, I am wearing a Notre Dame basketball jersey with Notre Dame basketball playing right now at halftime, currently tied with Idaho. But it is what it is. It's basketball season in Notre Dame land right now. But like I said, tonight's show is going to be just a therapy session for us, Notre Dame fans watching, for all the Miami and Alabama fans that want to troll. Go ahead. Miami, I'm not mad at. Alabama, you know damn well you shouldn't have been in. The only reason you are in this playoff is because you wear a patch on your jersey that says SEC, which your conference is in bed with ESPN. So, pat yourself on the back that, you have corruption on your side. You have ESPN in bed with you. Sean, it has been 3 days since Notre Dame got left out of the playoff, and we had our crash out that is everywhere right now. How do you feel? Is it any better, any worse? What stage of grief are we in right now?
Probably to try not to think about it. The funniest thing is seeing the memes and the videos of our reaction. I mean, that's probably the best part from it, the worst and the best. But it's funny seeing some of the comments. They're pretty funny. But you're still upset about what happened. It's still bullshit. Not only conference to not fall ever. Mm-hmm. Only team not to fall ever after losing a conference championship. And the more you see about it, probably with ACC championship game affecting it, it just gets a little frustrating, everything you see about it. The only good part about this is maybe Notre Dame next year is going to come into it monster, pissed off, ready to roll and win a natty. But you got to do things like return Jadarian Price, extend Freeman, go hard in the portal, and just get ready to go. So I think the stage we're all in is just try not to think about it. I don't even know. I'm just I don't even want to watch the playoffs. I don't even want to. Maybe I'll watch the Pop-Tarts Bowl. That's it.
Oh, dude, I've already said I'm not watching the playoff. I am officially boycotting ESPN. After this,
how though? They're on everything. How?
I know. It's hard. Illegally streaming it, I guess, is the option. I do want to add really quick, and apologies if I sound terrible. I've got a cold right now. It's that time of the year. But we'll and Adam, our good friend of the show, he tunes in all the time. Did you guys hear about the Mad Dog Show call from a Pop-Tart Bowl promoter? Did you hear about this, Sean?
This is the guy that talked about Notre Dame, how they had it where if Miami were to or if Duke won, that Notre Dame was going to get to the Pop-Tart Bowl for money, right? For like $50 million or something.
So I actually have it pulled up, and we can play it here. Just because I don't know if you listened to the whole thing or if you just kind of got the edge part of it. But for the people at home that have not heard it, I'll play it here. We'll listen to it together. Yeah, if this stuff is true, which again, you take it with a grain of salt because you don't know if it is true. If this is true, then yeah, a lawsuit will be coming, and the ACC might have just signed their death certificate. But here is what our good friend Adam is talking about. That was a caller had called into the Mad Dog Sports Radio show today, and this is what he had to say.
And they won't relinquish it. Mike in Orlando wants to join us on Mad Dog today. Mike, how are you?
Annoyed today, Chris. I'm
Tell me, sir.
Pop-Tart organizer and sponsor.
Oh, you are?
And we're
You're a
upset
Pop-Tart guy?
I'm a Pop-Tart guy. And you'd be surprised the amount of people that are Pop-Tart guys, industrialists in this country who are Pop-Tart guys. These are wonderful charities in Orlando. And we just got screwed.
Well,
Phillips,
what's the conversation
hold
like?
it.
Because you're talking about Notre
Hold
Dame.
on, let me make my point.
Go ahead.
Phillips Saturday morning told us one ACC team was going to get in, and somebody asked him, if Duke wins, we get Notre Dame. He wouldn't say yes, but he just smiled at us.
Mm.
Now,
Mike? Interesting. Go ahead.
Now, do you know what the effect of Georgia Tech BYU compared to Notre Dame BYU is?
Oh, it's huge.
Well,
Huge.
you ever heard of the BCE Bowl
What's that?
contribution earnings?
Yes.
It's 70, our estimate, it's a $75 million difference to the Orlando community.
Mike, it sucks for the Orlando community. It sucks for Pop-Tarts. It sucks for the Pop-Tart Bowl. But Notre Dame is doing it because it sucks. They are doing it not necessarily to screw Orlando, but they're doing it to take it to ESPN. They're doing it to take it to the bowl system. You told us we were in the playoff. We did not play a game this weekend, nor did Miami, and Alabama, who you jumped ahead of us last week, just got destroyed. You did not have the guts to take that SEC team out of the field. Period. Even if you thought they should have been. You also did not have the guts to leave an ACC team out of the playoff. And Jim Phillips smiling, saying Notre Dame. I don't know if that's true. You know, who knows? But it just smells, doesn't it?
So that was Mad Dog Sports Radio today, with a caller that is a sponsor, person that works very closely with the Pop-Tarts Bowl. If this is true, and Jim Phillips did in fact do this, that's corruption. That is rigging the college football playoff selection committee and the process in which they go through. There is an antitrust lawsuit. There is a lawsuit. If this stuff is true, now again, take it with a grain of salt because we don't know who this guy is.
He sounded drunk too.
But again, if it is true, yeah. And the fact that Jim Phillips,
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it.
according to this guy, Jim Phillips knew Saturday before the selection show was Sunday morning. He knew Saturday that ACC was guaranteed a spot. Something ain't right. Something isn't right. But Sean, I get You know, again, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But if this stuff is true, what are your thoughts?
If that's true, I mean, I did see that Pete is 2 for 2 when it comes to suing things in his career. So I could see him suing the ACC to get out of the contract. But I don't know how you can prove this to be true just based off a smile and one guy's word. It's going to be very difficult. I don't know if that's enough. So they're going to have to do a lot of digging if that's the route they want to go. Plus, if that's the route they want to go and we get out the ACC deal, I don't know what deal we would go for. I mean, the Big 12 hates us. So it'd be the SEC or Big 10. I wouldn't want the SEC personally. I'd want the Big 10. But I don't know what that would look like, you know?
Yeah. I think you're naive
So
if you don't. Personally, I think you're naive if you don't believe that there was some sort of politicking and corruption that happened within this committee. The fact that, again, we've stated this. I don't have a problem with Miami being in, right? The process is what sucked with Miami, right? Because we were told for 6 weeks, regardless of head-to-head, Notre Dame is the better football team. Notre Dame, you are in the playoff, right? That's the thing that pisses me off about the Miami situation. Me personally, what I'm more pissed off at is the fact that Alabama got it. In my opinion, if the goal is to get the best 12 teams in the playoff, and even if you want to do that, well, it's not the best 12, it's the best 7, and then you got the 5 conference champs, whatever. In my opinion, Notre Dame and Miami are both 2 of the top 7 teams in the country. Both are clearly better than Alabama, a team that got drug week 1 against a 5-7 Florida State team, a team that has been leaking oil over the past month and looked like hot garbage the last month. Goes out Saturday, gets their absolute shit pushed in, and they don't even drop. They're first, and I want to correct something. We were wrong. They're not the first conference championship game loser to not fall in the CFP era. That was TCU in 2022. But they are the first conference championship game loser in the 12-team playoff to not drop at all. So you can't tell people, like everybody's arguing for Alabama, is you can't punish them for playing in a conference championship game. Then my argument to that is, okay, then the conference championship games don't matter. And then they'll argue, yes, they do. If the conference championship games are only played so the SEC and these conferences can make money, and all these teams can do is benefit from it and not be punished for it, what the hell is the point of playing the game?
yeah, we're getting to a point where I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see no more conference championships, which would be terrible, and we would see the regular season conference winner. I think that we could see that eventually, which would suck. I mean, this year, Duke and Indiana undefeated wouldn't be conference champion over undefeated Ohio State. There's a reason you play the game, right? I agree to an extent. I've always been a balancer. Like, I don't know if you should fully be punished for playing in a conference championship game, but I believe you have a high reward of getting a bye week if you do. And if you lose close, maybe it shouldn't punish you that much. Maybe you just fall a spot. Maybe it affects your seeding a little bit. But if you get your ass kicked and you're pretty high, maybe you could fall lower seed. But if you're a lower seed and you get your ass kicked, you need to fall out the playoffs, right? There's no reason if you get your ass kicked and you don't look like a top 12 team. That's a game that's played. That's an eye test that's being played. And Nicole, is it Auerbach?
Nicole Auerbach, yeah.
Right? She said it best. She said, the reason that they're getting credit is because they are getting credit for previously beating the SEC champion Georgia Bulldogs after getting their ass kicked. Which, if they are getting credit for our beating an SEC champion now, she said they're pretty much getting credit for beating Georgia twice.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. For not dropping, and because they beat that SEC championship team, they're pretty much getting credit for beating Georgia twice when they got blown out. Who's he talking about? Deuce.
Deuce is talking about the guy on the phone call, which yeah, he was on something.
That's what I was saying. He sounded a little drunk.
Just a little bit drunk. Which,
Yeah,
you know what? When you don't get Notre Dame in your bowl game and you're out $50 to $70 million, I get it. By the way, really quick, I do want to shout out Deuce for tuning in. We're going viral. Ironically enough, Deuce is also going viral because his comment was on the screen at the time when that clip was clipped. So shout out our boy Deuce.
Yeah.
Trevor, this with Let's Go Irish. Yeah.
Let's go Irish.
Let's get some of these comments. Too Sloppy Joe says Dan Patrick recently said he heard a month ago that Notre Dame was going to get screwed. Now that, yeah, that again, we talked about this. Everybody can clown Notre Dame. You guys can go get on your keyboard and troll and send that picture going around of play like a champion today, unless you don't get in the CFP or, take your ball and go home like a champion today. Like, you can send that shit, right? I get it. We were trolling everybody outside of Ohio State last year when we went on the run we went. I get it. It's part of the game. Don't hate it. But you can do that at the same time also realizing Notre Dame got hosed and there is serious corruption going on in the playoff committee. And Miami fan, there was a guy that I follow on TikTok, and he dropped an interesting video. Notre Dame fan, obviously. And he has the same opinion we do. Notre Dame, Miami both should have been in. It wasn't a Notre Dame, Miami thing. It was a Notre Dame, Miami, Bama thing. And he said, Miami fans are so excited that they got in the playoff. They're talking so much shit that they got in the playoff over Notre Dame that they're not even realizing the fact that they should be over Bama right now. Even if you want to say the committee got it right, Miami should be ahead of Alabama.
Would you have been as mad if Miami was 9, Alabama was 10?
No, I would not. I would not be as mad. I still think Notre Dame should have been in. But
I'd still be mad.
But again, I'd still be mad. But I'm saying the thing is, people need to open their eyes. People are dogpiling on Notre Dame because it's the low-hanging fruit right now. And I'll be honest with you. The press conference yesterday, which we'll get into, doesn't help from a look standpoint, in my opinion. But you're all dogpiling on Notre Dame, and you're allowing the SEC and ESPN to tiptoe their way around this and not be accused of anything at all. Because guess what? You know what they told you Saturday or Sunday morning if you're Miami?
What?
If BYU would have won that football game, and even with how Alabama looked, guess who would have got left out of the playoff for Alabama? Miami. And it would have been the same thing because I guarantee you Alabama wasn't going to move either. They would have just slid BYU up a spot. That's all they would have done. Even though BYU would have beaten the number 4 team in the country.
I think if that happened, I think there'd be even more outrage.
Yeah. I agree. Terrence says if Dan Patrick is telling the truth and the caller from the Mad Dog show, this should be a huge scandal and lawsuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Deuce, did you guys see the admin got CC'd email?
I did.
Yes, I did.
So
Again,
for those who
another
don't know
just
what that is,
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
apparently there were emails about Notre Dame being singled out by the ACC, and when they hit reply all in the email, it also sent those emails to Notre Dame. So Notre Dame got to see emails that weren't supposed to go to them from the ACC. So take that as you will as well.
Bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah, that's like
shit. Oh, you guys can't even do corruption right. You can't even you can't even do a smear campaign right.
You can't even McDonald's bag it, man.
Put the fries in the bag, ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Bama had the worst performance in the history of the SEC championship game, yet they didn't drop. We agree.
Yeah.
Probably worst performance in a conference championship game this year. I mean, even though BYU lost by 6 more, I think they looked better than that. At least they could move the ball a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. UGA dropped 4 spots. Yes. That's and you know what's ironic is people use that Georgia team and the Florida State team from those years to be like, well, they didn't take their ball and go home. They played in a bowl game. They didn't sit here and whine and complain.
And guess what? When they did that, nothing changed. So
they went out there. Guess what? Do you think Florida State benefited from those 15 practices and then getting their ass beat by 60 by Georgia?
Now, the difference is they played in a New Year's
yeah.
Bowl.
But do you think they benefited?
No. I mean, if this was a New Year's Six Bowl, I'd expect Notre Dame to play. Like, if this was the Orange Bowl, I'd expect it. But
this is the freaking Pop-Tarts Bowl. You are playing for the opportunity to eat a Pop-Tart while a grown man in a Pop-Tart costume gets thrown into an oven or a toaster. That's what you're playing for.
You're seeing someone die on live TV getting eaten.
So stupid.
Yeah, just die on ESPN for $50 million.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been. I'll be honest. If I'm Jeremiah Love, if I'm CJ Carr, and I just sat there. By the way, mind you, they only got an hour to make the decision. The players did. I'm sitting in that room, and I had just, we felt confident going in.
Yeah.
We're all excited. We're all together as a team. And basically what ESPN just did is, yeah, you guys won 10 straight. You guys won 10 straight with the average scoring margin of 30 points a game. Yeah, we told you guys were in the playoff the last 6 weeks. But fuck you, your season's done. Hey, here's a Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Make us money.
Yeah. Respectfully, but disrespectfully, quoting my good friend Phil from Maze Madman. Respectfully, but disrespectfully, fuck you and you can shove it. That's how that, and I get it. If I was a player in that room, I would not want to. And you hear all these people that you can tell have never played an organized sport in their life. And I'm not talking about the media heads. That's different. I'm talking about people on Twitter.
You called it during the podcast, and I didn't think they'd do it. But you're like, cancel the bowl game. And I was like, there's no way they're going to do that. When they did.
Why? Why play? Like, it doesn't make sense. It legitimately doesn't make sense to play the bowl game. And again, you got all these people living in their mom's basement who have never played an organized sport in their life, typing on their keyboards, calling these student athletes, these kids, I'm not going to say it but pussycats. They're calling them all these other things when you know damn well if Jeremiah Love was standing in front of these people, do you think they'd have the nerve to say that to his face? No. These kids are hurting, and I'm sure they're still hurting from it.
I'm hurting.
You're dealing with, we're grown ass men, and we're hurting about it. Imagine how they feel. They were the ones that were on the field busting their ass.
Losing a national championship, doing what they can to lead back to it, and then being one spot short. I told my wife, I don't think there's been a team that's had the highs and the lows as we've had in the last few years of losing to Northern Illinois, or losing Brian Kelly, hiring Marcus Freeman, losing to Northern Illinois, going to the national championship, losing the national championship.
Yeah.
Which that playoff run. Starting 0-2, going to be in the playoff. First spot out the playoff. Like, it's a roller coaster, man. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, if you are
Adam. What's the
if
next
you
comment?
are if you are Jeremiah Love, you're kind of cutting out a little bit. But again, if you're a guy on the team and you just did that and you just got trapdoored and the rug pulled under you and your emotions fucked with, and then they expect you, ESPN expects you guys to go out there and play a meaningless bowl game to benefit them. It doesn't benefit you. Basically, they just want you to dance like a dancing monkey while they get paid. That's what they want. That's literally what they wanted, and that's what they expected.
ESPN.
And you know what? This other comment says, Colin Coward, Matt Berry, Feinbaum, Joe Klatt, Stephen A. More negative about Notre Dame's actions, lots of adjectives. I am no longer an ND fan.
You're no longer an ND fan? Well,
yeah. Respectfully.
Sorry, I mean, you just got to support the team, whether you agree with them or not. They had to make a stand, and this was their way of doing it. And
also, hold on. Respectfully, I don't give a damn what Matt Berry, Paul Feinbaum, and Stephen A. Smith say. Because guess who they work for? Guess who dishes out their paychecks? Guess who Notre Dame just effed over by not playing in this bowl game? You can miss me with the unbiased commentary.
I don't understand why you wouldn't be anymore. I'm just being honest. Like, you got to support this team and what they need to progress. 10-3 Alabama lost to Florida State, got destroyed by Georgia by 3 scores, and they should be out. I agree, Trevor.
Yeah. Let's see. You can't give someone a pile of poop and expect me to thank you for the pile of poop. Yes. Yeah. That exactly. Like, Notre Dame should be so grateful to the gods over at ESPN. Oh my God, thank you so much for the opportunity to play for a Pop-Tarts Bowl. Thank you. What would we do without the opportunity to win a year's supply of brown sugar Pop-Tarts when we could have had the opportunity to play for a national championship? Thank you, ESPN. Yeah, no. Respectfully shove the Pop-Tarts Bowl up your ass. That's what, and I'm glad they did it. And you know what? I'm glad the team, because I saw people say, oh, the administration should be ashamed. You screwed seniors and underclassmen in playing in this game.
Go get some Pop-Tarts at the grocery store if you're that upset.
No, hold on. You heard the statement that came out from the University of Notre Dame, from the Notre Dame football account, wasn't from Pete Bavacqua. It wasn't from Marcus Freeman. It wasn't from the university president. It was signed the 2025 Notre Dame football team. They decided unanimously that they did not want to play this football game. And if I'm Marcus Freeman and I'm Pete Bavacqua, I'm not going to sit there and force my kids, who I feel like got wronged, to play a game like that if they don't want to play. I'm sorry. I don't. And again, people are missing the point with this. If you want to call us, the P word, you want to call our players, saying they're taking their ball and going home. Oh, I dare any one of you that think that way to tell any of our players. Go at one of our players and call them that. Say it to their face and see what happens.
Yeah,
Because I guarantee you, any of you that have said that have never played a sport in your life. So
the only one you can say it to is maybe our kicker. But other than that, dare you to say it to the rest of them, all right?
Well, that's only because he's hurt. He can't. Yeah, he couldn't. He's hurt right now. Why did Notre Dame leave the ACC in 2021 and expect the ACC? I can't tell if you're a Notre Dame fan. Why? He's asking, why didn't we stay in the ACC after 2020?
No, he's saying, why when we left the ACC in 2021, did we expect the ACC to comply when they probably thought that Notre Dame would stay permanent after that?
Because you have a contractual agreement. That's why. And I wish Ben was here, because Ben has the actual the verbiage of the contract that was signed. I see if he can maybe send that to me before he takes off. But there is verbiage in the contract that Notre Dame and the ACC signed back in 2014 that clearly states neither Notre Dame nor the ACC are allowed to openly campaign against one another. If so, then it's the instant termination of the contract. And again, I'm just like, what do you call that?
You didn't see Notre Dame say we should beat fuck Miami, fuck the ACC.
Yeah, you didn't see Notre Dame out here. Why do you think Notre Dame didn't go out there on a public smear campaign against Miami? Because that's a contract. You can't sign a contract, make the rules of the contract, and then decide because your butt hurt. Which I'm not saying the ACC. I'm just going based off of this comment. But heard about Notre Dame not staying in the conference after 2020, and then sit there and whine about it and say, well, we're not going to follow the rules of the contract anymore. Screw you, Notre Dame. And then well, I don't know why you guys are so mad at us. We were just campaigning for one of our conference members. Don't put that rule in the contract. It's as simple as that. Notre Dame lost to every ranked team on us. This dude's not a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
Right. He's not a Notre Dame fan. All right. Yeah, we lost to USC.
Not every. We beat
lost to USC at Pitt. Trolls are everywhere. Yeah, it's ESPN. ESPN brainwashed everyone into a Miami Notre Dame argument to cover up the corruption.
And they did it successfully. Everybody for weeks was talking about it.
You realize how bad it is that I had a Miami fan. By the way, Miami fans hated me because I had a lot of Notre Dame fans online. I had been talking the most shit. And again, congratulations to Miami. I ate my crow. You guys got in the playoff over Notre Dame. The head-to-head mattered. Congratulations. But I had a Miami fan reach out to me right after the SEC championship game. He tagged me in a tweet. And he goes, guys, we're arguing about the wrong thing. Notre Dame and Miami fans, instead of arguing with each other, we should join together and fight against the SEC bullshit, the SEC bias. And ironically enough, another Miami fan commented, well, we've got about 12 hours to get this campaign together. A little bit too late. Because we spent the last 6 weeks arguing with each other and it just being about Miami.
How are you going to have the committee watch Miami Notre Dame week 1, when these are two different teams now, as the last game that they see, of course that's going to flip their opinion. And then not have them watch Florida State, Alabama the same week.
Yeah, it's ironic that Hunter Yurachek decided that the only week 1 game that mattered for the committee to watch. Yeah, this fucking dude. The only game that mattered for the committee to watch from week 1 was Miami Notre Dame, not Florida State Bama. I wonder why.
Florida State's
I wonder why. Yeah. I guess only one week 1 game matters.
Also, Miami beat Florida State, right?
Handily, by the way.
So,
handily.
Another reason Miami should be above Alabama.
Deuce, me and my uncle talked about Miami not being at 9. That's the most corrupt thing I've ever seen. Yeah,
I prefer to see Alabama A&M and Miami Oklahoma because I don't want to see Alabama Oklahoma again.
But that's the thing is Miami fans are only happy. They were so happy that they got in. They missed out. Like I have a buddy of mine that he's a Miami fan account. He's pretty big on Instagram. We talk all the time.
I think they did it that
pretty
way
cordial.
to prevent Alabama facing Georgia again. Isn't Georgia on Miami's side of the bracket?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. They did it that way to prevent Alabama from facing Georgia again.
And I believe the winner I have to do the math. I believe the winner plays Georgia, but I'd have to check the bracket. But Miami fans were just happy that they got in, that they didn't think about the fact that they should have been ranked above Bama too. Like they just completely missed that. Adam, Reese Davis knew it last ranking when he said Canes still have a chance. I wonder how he knew. T. Sloppy Joe and most people, even former Bama. Yes. Again, for the SEC fans in the chat, because I've seen a few of them. You had Mark Ingram, who bleeds crimson, and you had who bleeds crimson. He said Alabama did not deserve to be in the playoff over Notre Dame or Miami. And he knows what a national championship caliber Alabama team looks like. You had Damian Harris, another running back who was a part of a national championship Bama team, say he didn't think Bama should have got in. If anyone was going to beat their chest for Alabama, it would be those two. I guess who did beat their chest for Alabama? Greg McElroy. I wonder why. And could it be where he works? Who's giving him his
also,
paycheck?
credit to Joey Galloway. Joey Galloway is he's been since the TCU debate one of my favorites, and
Miami fans hate him
for podcast.
Yeah, Miami fans hate him.
Yeah, good. I mean, y'all won. Y'all definitely should have made it. I don't agree with y'all jumping us with both of us not playing. I'm just being honest. Do I think you should have been in front of us to begin with? Yes. So two things can be. I don't think you should have jumped us, but I think you should have already been in front of us. So, but
really quick from Williams Kane for life, from a Miami fan here, Notre Dame got screwed. Even Stevie Wonder could see that Notre Dame and Miami were playing better football than Bama. Yeah, except the committee.
And every single, whether it's coaches poll, AP poll, all BCS polls and online polls, had Notre Dame as a playoff team or in the playoff rankings, except for the committee. When all but one says something.
The FBI.
It's like the dentist. He says this toothpaste is recommended by 9 out of 10 dentists. Well, the committee is that one dentist that didn't recommend that toothpaste.
When the FBI, which by the way is they're very brand. It's a very brand bias, blue chip ratio kind of metric. Yes, it's a power ranking, right? It's based off of the talent on your roster. That typically always favors Alabama. It typically always favors SEC teams. The metric that is created to favor SEC teams and Alabama had Notre Dame and Miami as better teams than Alabama. But, join a conference. Join a conference.
Barstool.
Maybe,
Do you want to show people the viral video? Do you want to show them real quick?
Me to? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go ahead and show them the Barstool.
All right. We'll get to the rest of these comments here in a second. I do want to talk about, our boy Deuce pointed out earlier in the show, we have been going viral. So if you have been tuning in because of the clip that's been going all over X, was on the Dan Le Batard show. Let me pull this up. Yeah, it's no such thing as bad publicity, I guess. I do want to shout out the Le Batard show really quick because Barstool reposted the clip.
Credited a Miami.
Credited a Miami fan, by the way. Unnecessary Roughness reposted it. Credited an Ohio State fan. Yeah. TikTok posted it. Got no sort of credit for this, which is kind of annoying. But I do want to shout out the Le Batard show because they did, they did give us credit for this clip. They did shout out the podcast by putting the name of the podcast on the side of the screen. It's not a lot, but I respect them. They are a pro Miami podcast. All Miami fans on that show, by the way. They were clowning us, but you know what? Like I said, no such thing as bad publicity. We're trying to grow this thing. So, but here's the clip that went viral just yesterday on.
Don't show this one. Show the other one without.
I'll show this one, and then I'll show the other one.
He has been binging Notre Dame podcast the last couple of days. Can you guys please show David and Pablo that Notre Dame podcast live reacting to everything it is that happened on the selection day that pissed off Notre Dame so much? Would you do me the favor? Roy, do you have that ready? Give me a thumbs up if you have that ready, please. All right, play that, please.
Certainly it's going to be Miami or Notre Dame. So, number 10. No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So that was again, shout out to the Dan Le Batard show for that. Give us credit on that. I'll pull up the Barstool one as well. But yeah, it's been all over the place. So again, if you have tuned in because of that, even if you're not a Notre Dame fan, I appreciate the support. So even if you guys are trolls, we love it because it's engagement. So appreciate all you guys for it. But yeah, Barstool reposted this. That's kind of where it went. As you can see here, the join a conference crowd will feed for years off of these Notre Dame fans' reactions. I believe this one goes a little longer, and you can hear me punch my wall.
Are you kidding me?
Punching the wall incoming.
Are you fucking kidding me? Certainly it's going to be Miami.
Well, it cut off, but yeah, it was definitely a day. So, but Sean was Sean, were you the first one that sent this to me, or was it Ben that sent this to me?
It was someone that I think sent it in the normal Notre Dame chat, and I sent the Barstool. He sent the unnecessary roughness, and then I sent you the TikTok. Yeah, I mean that was. How many comments that were like, "Has anyone checked on the dude at the bottom?"
Yeah, dude, that is. Oh, one more because I did send you this. I don't know if
no,
you
you're not playing the clown one.
No, this one was just as bad. Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. Where's this at? All right, this one was pretty fun. And then we'll kind of continue to get with some of these questions. But this one, our good friend, Man Squid's Hard, do not always see eye to eye. But he's got great content for anybody that knows Urinating Tree. He basically is like that, but for college football. Great content. Even though he shits on Notre Dame, he is an absolutely hilarious guy, and he keeps the same energy for everybody. So we did go on we were seen on his channel as well. Here's the clip of that.
Who will go to Norman to take on Oklahoma? Norman to take on Oklahoma.
What? Are you f***ing kidding me?
What? Going in this direction already. No! In terms of at-large teams, and it almost certainly is going to be Miami or Notre Dame. So, number 10. Oh, my God. And it is Miami. No! Are you shitting me?
Do you hear that? That's the sound of independence. Seems worth it when you get to play a bunch of nothing on your schedule 10 times a season and don't even have to play in a conference to get all those wins. Except when you forget the part where you don't get to make up for your past failures by winning your conference.
So yeah, that was our good friend over at Squid's Hard. Make sure you guys go over to, give him a sub. Go like his stuff. He is a hilarious guy. Yeah, so we've been all over the internet the last couple days. But yeah, it definitely helps out the show grow. But yeah, Sean, any more thoughts on this?
Great video.
Great video. Yeah, it's fun. Dude, it sucks because we're getting trolled, but I can't be mad. It's kind of funny. So it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out where we were here. Rude Frank Cornwall. Oh man. All right, let me get back up here to some of these comments. Where are we at? Here we go.
Busy show, yeah.
Let's see. Reese. Playing better football. I'm not. Yeah, -3 rushing yards.
Ryan had more rushing yards.
I think everybody in this chat
Actually,
had
you
more
know what's
rushing
crazy?
yards.
Everyone in the SEC had more rushing yards in the SEC championship.
You know what's crazy is my 6-year-old daughter. She's gonna be 7 here in January. My 6-year-old daughter had more rushing yards. Yeah, 6. My 6-year-old daughter had more rushing yards than Alabama did in the SEC championship. So Too Sloppy Joe. Nope, the SEC was gonna play regardless. Everyone else was gonna cancel. Notre Dame saved it, not an opinion. Stop listening. Oh, he's responding to that
There's
other
a whole
guy.
game day thing about Notre Dame saving college football. If you want the video, just look, Notre Dame saved college football.
Yeah. All right. We are not joining conference. Notre Dame should never put themselves under ESPN control. Unfortunately, I think that, and again, we'll get into it here in a second, the press conference kind of puts you in a bad spot in terms of this. Marcus Freeman to the New York Giants.
Nope.
Shout out
He's
Cornwall.
He's always
Cornwall is a Penn State fan, so he is he's hated Notre Dame since last year.
We're gonna match the contract. He's fine. He's great.
If you're incorrect, let's see. This is all on ESPN. ESPN should be sued to get to Discovery.
Discover what? How bad they are?
The corruption. Terrence, SEC teams cannot opt out of bowl games. It is in the conference contract. That's another thing. If you play in a conference, you have to play in these bowl games.
Well, didn't all these
Or
other
else
teams-
they did, but you know what happened is they got fined.
I thought Notre Dame got fined.
No. Notre Dame, the conferences fine these teams that opt out. The Big 12 fined, I believe, was it $500K
Yeah, half
to
a mil.
Kansas State? Yeah, $500,000. Because that's conference revenue that this conference missing out in. So this is a good point. If Notre Dame leaves the ACC is done because Florida State, Clemson,
people don't
UNC.
know this. Notre Dame not only increases from them getting like 40% fans on their stands to like 80 to 90s, but their ACC revenue is higher with Notre Dame. Notre Dame leaves, they're just going to make less money. Period.
And again, like I've tried explaining this to people that are ACC fans, and they don't understand how this works. I've told them, like, Notre Dame leaves the contract, the ACC is dead. Like, it is going to implode very quickly. And people are like, oh, you guys think of yourselves that you guys have all this. We do when it comes to the ACC. We are the reason that conference is still alive right now. And they're treading water. If you don't believe us and you think we're just blowing smoke, go do some research into the Notre Dame ACC contract. Go look up at the statistics of how much revenue Notre Dame makes for the ACC. And, yeah, you'll see.
And then fact.
Yeah. ACC was canceling the season in 2021 until Notre Dame agreed to join. I don't remember that. Oh, the
Talking about
2020
COVID year.
season. Yeah, okay. Bro, y'all are still crying about not making. All right, bro. Yeah,
I definitely
we're
am.
upset.
Yeah.
We're
Proud to say
fans. Yeah, we're pissed.
Tej.
Yeah, to whatever your name is. Exactly. Early reports are that ESPN will lose about $50 million as a result. Notre Dame skipping in the bowl season. Lowest I've seen is 35. ESPN is zero. Yeah, they don't have any credibility. Sorry. I don't care what anybody that gets. If you're paid by ESPN, your opinion doesn't matter on this matter.
Joe Galloway,
You can't be unbiased. Well, Joey Galloway, because he's
the GOAT.
doesn't care. Yeah, he's the GOAT. Isn't it ironic that Ohio State fans are the ones that are
Mostly
not
about
backing it?
Notre Dame. I've seen a few.
Yeah,
but
like
mostly backing Notre
they're
Dame.
going to bat for Notre Dame. I wonder why. Because maybe they know what a national championship caliber team looks like. Just maybe, just a thought. Aubrey Smith tunes in. Go Dogs. Georgia fan, I'm
Go
imagining.
Dogs.
Appreciate you tuning in, Aubrey. Good luck in your second round game. Hopefully you guys no, you know what? I'm gonna be nice because she didn't troll, so we'll be nice. Let's talk about the week as fuck schedule y'all playing next year. Let's talk about y'all punking out of a bowl game and proving a point by busting BYU.
Yep.
Respectfully, Deepwater.
It-
Respectfully. Hold on a second. Respectfully. We played 3 ranked teams this year. Bama played 4. Actually, no. Bama played 2. Because guess what? Missouri, Tennessee aren't ranked. So really, our schedule's not that weak. We won't talk about the fact that the team that made the playoffs over us, because they play a tougher schedule, by the way. They're 3 of their 4 best wins outside of Georgia. Sean, do you know how many ranked wins Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee have combined? Take a guess. Yeah, and Sean's not doing that for Oregon. They have 0. They have beaten nobody. And if you want to take it even further, take a guess at who Missouri's best win is this year.
Their best win was probably against. Oh, they just didn't they? What is it?
I can tell you right now.
Or something, or an Auburn?
It's a G5 team. 7-5 Louisiana. 8-4
Mizzou.
team by 8-4 team. 8-4 team, by the way. Tennessee. You want to take a guess at who their best win is?
Mississippi State. No.
Mississippi State. 5-7 Mississippi State. Yeah. Such a great conference. Such a hard schedule. Guess who Vanderbilt's best win is? Sean, did we lose you? I think we lost him. While we wait for Sean to kind of fix his Wi-Fi right now, Vanderbilt's best win is a 7-5 LSU team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a hard schedule. 7-5 LSU team.
I lost
that completely-
connection.
There you go.
Missouri.
There you go. We're back.
Missouri.
Vanderbilt's best win?
Vanderbilt's best one was Missouri, right?
No. Wait, yeah, you're right. So I was wrong about that one. It is Missouri. But again, Missouri hadn't beat nobody. Oh, and Missouri didn't have their
And
starting
Tennessee.
quarterback.
Vanderbilt beat Tennessee. So
Missouri didn't have their starting quarterback, by the way.
yeah, they didn't.
And his other point about punking out of a bowl game and possibly proving a point. We could have beat BYU 70-0. Nobody was going to sit there and say you guys should have been in.
Notre Dame's schedule is ass next year. It realistically is. But in the future, it's really tough. There's years we play Clemson, Alabama, and Texas in the same year. Who knows? Those can change. But next year, yeah, it's an easier schedule. But 10 years ago, if you would have saw Wisconsin, USC, Miami, and all those North Carolina.
By the way, people that say Notre Dame is scared to play anybody, next year's schedule is kind of easy, right? Go look at the 27 to 2030 schedules and come back. Yeah, it's bad. The players were the ones who voted it. Yep, we talked about that. Deep water laughing again. Notre Dame is just showing the college football world about y'all's elitist and entitlement status. Really bad look. I wouldn't say that. I just think our student athletes shouldn't get fucked over. That's just my thought. Crying Irish, y'all weak as hell, whatever, bro. What about the 10 other schools who opted out of bowl games? Yeah, nobody cares about that. People only care when Notre Dame does it. So,
It's always like that.
and
then they're going to like that. We're going to cause change. There's going to be an expanded playoff, or the ACC is going to fix their tie-ins. Something's going to happen where
we lost him again. We lost you again.
You know what I
Sean.
mean?
You're cutting me out. Yeah.
I don't stupid Wi-Fi right now. I said that people are going to thank Notre Dame for making a stand, because when there's a 16-team playoff or the ACC fix their tie-ins, they're going to thank us.
Yeah, you know what? I also thought about this. The same people that are bitching about us not playing in the Pop-Tarts Bowl are the same people that are the ones that think that bowl season doesn't matter anyway. That the bowls don't matter.
Yeah.
So it's irony. It's the irony
Doesn't matter.
of it.
But if Alabama did it, they'd be like, "Wow, what a stand, Alabama! What a stand that you're making." Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Terrence says the whole situation proves Notre Dame is the brand we think it is. If Indy wasn't, no one would care. That goes. I think he's responding to this comment. Notre Dame is the brand.
Ding, ding, ding.
Think about this, Deep Water. The playoff starts in what? A couple weeks, right? A couple weeks. We've got bowl season. We've got playoff matches to talk about and break down. Guess what the whole news cycle has been the last few days?
What?
Notre Dame. Not the playoff. Notre Dame. Just some food for thought. Let's see. FSU has a coach. Yeah, FSU, they declined at a bowl game. They have a coach. It's like arguing with children. They think it's Miami versus Notre Dame when it's really Notre Dame versus Bama, BYU, and Oklahoma. They are submissive to ESPN. It's crazy.
They are.
Yeah, I'm shocked FSU stuck with Norvell. Yeah, me too. This one's interesting. Do you think Marcus Freeman is a candidate for the Michigan job? No. By the way, Lane Kiffin is somewhere right now questioning how anybody could get fired for what Sharon Moore just did. Think about that. Sean, you're frozen again. The Wi-Fi is not doing it tonight. There we go. We're back. Kind of. Somewhat. Maybe.
I don't know what's
All
with my
right, Freeman.
Wi-Fi tonight, but
We need the damn
This is
laptop,
for
Sean.
my little
This is just
my
not good, man. This is not a good look, Sean.
man.
All right,
So gotta
Sean,
say,
Sean. You're being real
Go.
bad right now. Sean, you're cutting out. Hop out, hop back in real quick. Can you hear me? We're having technical difficulties. Let's see, market salary is under 7 million, I think. Actually, not sure. I don't think it's not public knowledge, but I believe it's higher than that, much higher. If you're talking about this year, I think it's around 8. And I think the extension he signed for the Indiana game was around 10 to 12, I think, is what the estimation was, at least. And he said Miami should be in the CFP. Stop talking unless you know what you're crying about. Yeah, or what you're saying. Notre Dame said they will match whatever he's offered. Yep. Skip. Bunch of crybabies. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. We're crying, man. Yep. This is about the ACC going after ND and not the other schools. Yep. He said there's no championship ball. Yeah, they're talking about Mark Ingram and Damian Harris. Yeah. Let's see. Josh Perry, who played for us, said virtually it's something about guys who played for Ohio State, who played for Bama, who have played on championship teams that know what that looks like.
I got it fixed.
You know.
Went
See, we got laptop, Sean, and it's better.
I'm
We
on the
fixed
laptop. All right. we've never had we've never had really technical issues with me. So what are the odds it's this episode? But I was saying, come on, Charlie. Come on. My family was watching, so I got my brother and my mom and everyone's watching. So she said, go dog. So I had to show her the dog.
Was that Ashley?
Aubrey, yeah.
Aubrey, yeah. I didn't want to say it. You should have said something because I thought she was talking about the Georgia Bulldogs.
She was. She's a Georgia fan. So, yeah.
So
when we beat Georgia last year, it was nice.
All right. Completely agree. Miami should have been ahead of us from the start. The committee just wanted the drama. Yep. ESPN used Notre Dame to drive to hype at the playoffs. I agree as well.
Hunter Yurichek just commented on our YouTube channel.
Hunter Yurichek did?
Yeah.
Where's that at? Yeah, I'm sure Hunter Yurichek did. And he scheduled next year's laughing joke. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, BYU had remained independent and was 11-1 with virtually the same strength of schedule. They'd be in the CFP. Joining a conference is literally for the people that say join a conference, and that we have all these benefits. And the irony that I've had BYU fans use it, right? BYU had the same benefits Notre Dame had to hide besides the NBC contract. They were independent. They could schedule whoever they wanted. How come they didn't have the success of Notre Dame? Independence is such an advantage. Why did they not? Why did they not why aren't they 11-1, 10-2? Why weren't they 10-2, 11-1 every year? BYU should have stayed independent. Yeah.
Did you see the
what?
Bo Collins comment?
The Bo Collins comment?
Yeah, talking about him embracing the New York Giants.
No, I haven't.
So, everyone talks. Freeman's all Irish. I had to say it because I know some people were saying in that little chat about it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to the Giants. I think it's his agent's doing his job. All right, let's try to get some of these very quickly. Let's get through these. We'll get some extra love set. It's an ESPN production. D, what do you think?
Me? No.
Yeah, especially after the shit that Notre Dame has done. No. You think all those people that work for ESPN that have Heisman votes are gonna vote for Jeremiah Love?
Yeah, I think
Are you
Love will
kidding
finish
me?
second or third. If he didn't get hurt in the Stanford game, I think he'd have a realistic chance. I just think him missing
See,
that
I don't
game.
care. I don't. It's an ESPN production, man.
Oh, I mean, if they
Question.
could, if they,
Because I
could they
asked the
right
group
the
chat
wrong?
this. Cool question. I asked the group chat this. Everybody's in the hashtag. What do you call it? Not protest. Boycott ESPN. Right? Are we watching the Heisman ceremony Saturday?
Yes. Jeremiah
I'm
Love's
kind
there.
of torn. I'm kind of torn on it because
Support him.
I want to support him, but you think real? Let me ask you this: do you think Jeremiah Love wants to be there? Realistically, after the shit that just happened?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you Notre Dame? Can I get your number? I'd make a good stepmom sit. This is yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah. That's okay. Name another ACC opponent that brings more money into the ACC than Notre Dame. You can't. You really can't. What's up, boys? What's up, Will? What's up, Will? What is up, boys? Discovered you guys after our CF. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
Again,
watching.
yeah, we are, by the way, almost at 900 people watching live right now.
Wow, great time for my internet to go out today for a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. We look like an unprofessional podcast.
It happens. Next episode, everything will be fine.
All right. He said, "Go Irish." Appreciate it. Go Irish. How old are you, boys? I'm 25. Sean over here is over here. I can't. All right, there we go. Over here. How old are you?
26.
Oh yeah, we're Sam Hartman's age, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we could. I think we're graduate 1 year of eligibility. See, COVID year included. We've been playing college football for 8 years now.
I don't know about you, man. I still got 4 years of eligibility. Wait, no, I got 3 because I played one lacrosse. I got 3 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not college. We're just big Notre Dame fans that are actually. I live in Arizona now. Lions. We've been doing this show. Go lay down, Charlie. Alaska, Georgia to Arizona, and you've been in Illinois the whole time, right?
Yeah. Lived in Notre Dame. Well, I was born in Kentucky, but yeah, for most of my life, Illinois, Chicago. So they joined the all right, bro. Some of these comments, Notre Dame is the only team that can make everyone so happy or so angry for getting snubbed and opting out. Yep. My thoughts are if we stay independent, we should play 13 games a year. So we play during conference championship week. Gives us some room to add in a couple more elite teams. Who's going to play us on the week 13?
Teams that miss conference championships for a play-in, technically you can do that. Like a Vanderbilt versus Notre Dame to play in. Vanderbilt wanted to do that this year.
But I believe the committee isn't going to take that into account, though. That's the thing. I could be wrong, but I think Notre Dame preseason rank I actually think Notre Dame's going to be a top 5 team again next year. Preseason ranking.
Top 10. I think they'd be around 7, 6, 7.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking shoot you, dude. Oh man, Marcus Free into the Giant. Rack is a USC fan, by the way. You want your daddy gone that bad?
No, I would. I don't even know. What would you do if that happened? Let's.
Really hypothetically, in a hypothetical world where Freeman takes the Giants job, you hire Mike Mickens as your next head coach.
If Freeman took the job, this is a big overreaction, but I would lose so much faith in the future of the program. For me, it relies so much on Freeman that if he left, I think I would lose faith in us winning a natty for a long time. The transfers that would happen, everything.
But who would be your answer? I think Mike Mickens, because he's going to get a head coaching job eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a
probably.
great
I wouldn't
recruiter.
do any other coordinators. I mean, I like Matt Campbell, but he just went to Penn State, so
I want a guy like the next Freeman. I want Mike Mickens.
yeah.
He's a
but
great
that-
recruiter. He's worked under Freeman all the way dating back to the Cincinnati days. Like, he's developed guys like Sauce Gardner,
Freeman's
BMO.
all Irish. He's always been. I just feel like he's more about Notre Dame than any of these other guys.
Yeah, I could see it. Seems like Ohio State, UGA, and Indiana fans were the most upset outside of ND, though. More because of competition.
They're probably more happy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think, yeah. To our good friends over from the Two Irish Brothers show, here's the issue. The ACC is affiliated with Notre Dame, and they turned their back on us. 24 other sports are in the ACC. Does the ACC have Notre Dame's best interest at heart? No. Yeah, clearly. USC has a more quality win than Indy.
You could take that rack and shove it up your ass.
Sure. Yeah, beating Michigan is a better quality win. I'm tired of the disrespect of 8-4 Louisiana, like they ain't some juggernaut in the Sun Belt. Yeah, got a Gator fan.
Yes, we are. I'm proud of it.
How's your bowl game going, by the way?
Oh yeah. Are you happy you
Yeah.
got that Tulane coach? I'm sure y'all go instead of 5-7 next year. Maybe y'all go 4-8 or 6-6 or something.
Or maybe 6-7.
Yep, 6-7, losing the bowl game.
Jesus Christ. Seems like the non-ESPN talking heads are on Notre Dame's side. Yeah. Everybody not named Joel Klatt and blanking on the other guy's name. You got it right. All right, here we go. Is the nation still talking about the Irish? Yep. Bama would get smoked by us. Come on now. I don't know if smoked, but we would beat Bama. Bama is better than Notre Dame this year. Yep, 2027 schedule is brutal.
Brutal.
Agreed. Will, I think rankings going out to 40. Help to, they do. They technically do. So we only get to see the top 25 from the committee. But the committee, I believe, correct? I don't know if I'm wrong, but they did this when they didn't have a G5 team ranked, and they had to pick the highest ranked G5 team outside the top 25. So I believe they probably do rankings of all the FBS teams, maybe, because you got to have a G5 team. So then they had Memphis, who was I think at 30 something at that time. So I think they do. I just don't. It's different when you have a number next to your name, because that's all we get to see.
Yeah.
Right. I know you see my. Yeah, man. We've got so many comments. We're trying to get through them, man. Roll Tide. Yeah.
Thank you, Hunter.
Yeah.
Aren't you an Arkansas fan?
How you?
We made the best. You should make it Hunter Yurachek 69 or
6'7".
Oh, 6'7". I see what you did there. I didn't even realize it.
Bro, he should have put the score of the Arkansas game in there.
Oh man.
Yeah. ND has future home and homes with Texas, Auburn, Florida, and Bama, to name a few. Yeah. ND wouldn't survive with
Miami schedule? Mama? Are you talking about what? The water boy? Mama. My mama. My mama told me
Bama's
my
schedule.
week. Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Bama.
Yeah, I'm sure Missouri and Tennessee are really hard. Gators, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna do
Gator-
we?
Yeah,
Do we still have that or no? Is that gone?
I have no idea. Bama would be bitch me too. I don't know. Keep huffing pain. Go Gators. Head to head is the main criteria. You got it, Hunter. Because we're laughing at you, not with you. Cool. Yeah, Auburn, Bama, Miami, Florida. No, Florida State backed out. They canceled it. So yeah,
Which is probably the easiest on there.
yeah. Unless Indy pays for games, no one is going to schedule Notre Dame now. That's not true.
Yeah, everyone wants to schedule Notre Dame because when they go there, the profit that they get for having the amount of fans that travel at these games. I said this earlier.
So,
Miami Stadium is normally 40% full. When Notre Dame went there, it was sold out.
so Peanut, again, you probably missed the beginning of the show. Dude named Peanut. It says, y'all think they screwed you, but they screwed up ranking Miami way too low and thought we'd drop another game. When we didn't, no, they had a choice but to flip us. Trust me, they wanted y'all. No, they didn't. They wanted Bama. And again, Peanut, we're not mad about Miami getting in. Or even, I'm not even as mad about Miami jumping us. I wouldn't have cared as long as we both got in because I think both of us deserve to get in. Notre Dame shut up and join a conference.
Thanks.
No.
You know what I say to that?
6-7. They waited until the very end hoping we'd screw up. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm going to do – we got a big episode tonight. I'm going to give for all these people about Notre Dame, talking about the playoffs this year, I'm going to get a golden bricked up prediction tonight. Golden bricked up prediction. Golden brick confidence meter, 10 out of 10 that Notre Dame makes the playoffs next year. And we'll talk about it more later.
Sean is officially bricked up. It's crazy.
Yep. We do golden bricks. Other websites, they do like, what are they called? Lucky Charms and stuff like that.
Was it the Rivals predictions? And
yeah, we call them golden bricks.
Yeah, we lay a golden brick.
Yeah.
And we got the bricked up level. That's just
yeah. I get the head-to-head, Hunter, but could you explain why Alabama didn't fall at all? I mean, you're on TV every week,
bro. Whoever created this account, you are fucking amazing. Indy would average at least 4 losses in the SEC. That's not true. We just beat you. We literally beat your conference champs by 13 points last year with Jeremiah Love hurt, without our best defensive player in Ben Morrison. And we had 7 starters out, and we beat you by 13.
Which is your rival who put belt to ass earlier in the year against you.
Yeah. Like
the Gators? I wonder.
He's a Buckeye alum. He isn't coaching. Yeah. He is not coaching in Michigan. He's a Buckeye alum. New coach, I'm not worried. Freeman's going to New York Giants. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. It's been confirmed. Okay. Notre Dame is not a national championship caliber team. Okay. What takes the Giants' job, and Indy takes Brian Kelly back? Okay. Sharon Moore was detained by police after getting fired?
Did you see why he got fired? Did you see why he got
fired?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Snow Bunny? Yeah.
That's wild. Yes. Yeah. That's wild, but yeah, man. Yes, that's what.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. We are a kid-friendly show. Okay, I apologize for all of the cursing. For the parents watching that have little kids around, if your kids ask you what a snow bunny is, you tell them it's a bunny that runs around in the snow. That's all they need to know.
Yeah, definitely gets dirty in the snow.
Yeah.
6'7".
Oh. We needed views, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Notre Dame will give you those views, Hunter. Didn't you just say on an interview on the Mike Golick show that you felt like Notre Dame was better than Miami?
Yeah, we did. Oh, man. Oh, all right. BYU struggled to schedule teams because nobody cared about playing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mormons have more guts than the Catholics.
Mm.
All right. Will says we make $50 million a year with NBC. Big Ten makes about 80 to 100 mil per member. The Big Ten TV deals per Google. If that's the case, we should be in the Big Ten.
Yeah, we won't make as
Wouldn't be
much.
mad at it.
Right. It's smart in logic, but when you really hone in and think about it, if we join the Big Ten, yeah, the Big Ten makes that much, but divide it between everybody. And then you also look at playoff amount of money you make per playoff appearance per round. Notre Dame gets all the revenue versus sharing. So, I mean, if you're in the Big Ten, if you miss the playoffs, at least you do make money. But I'd rather be all or nothing, put all my chips in when I make it, get everything than not.
What is this stuff about? He's under investigation by the police. That's so okay. I'm guessing this is a Canes fan. We're coming to your house next year. Yeah, you are. And
who's we?
Miami again. Yeah.
Is that a hurricane? Okay.
Yeah. I just want to say this real quick.
We're gonna whoop that ass next year. I don't think you understand the ass whooping that's coming next year.
I'm gonna say this, and this is what's gonna describe what's gonna happen on November 7th inside Notre Dame Stadium when Miami comes to town. When you guys show up, me, I don't know about you, Sean.
I'm feeling 22.
But I wear my good clothes when I show up to my ops funerals. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of sadness going on.
I think if we lose to Miami next year, Ryan has to buy a Miami jersey and wear it on the next show after that game.
Can I burn it after the show? Like, is that a
No, I think if you put it in water, like you get a real life hurricane or something.
Oh man, anyone can be independent. There's no rule. Yep,
that's bullshit. Oh well, I don't think anyone can be, but anyone.
Yeah, you can try it. You can
I think 5 teams that really could.
You're joking about tough competition when you play Mercer and Sanford. They did. So Miami sold out one game this year. Guess what game that was?
The N and the D. Notre Dame
brings in far more money to the ACC. You're on the front. This isn't true at all. We talked about that. Miami, Florida State, Clemson are the ACC's crown jewels. This isn't true.
Miami's never won the ACC.
Wake Forest, by the way. Wake Forest, Virginia, Maryland, Duke, North Carolina all have more ACC titles than Miami. It's crazy, isn't it? Lost Sean again. All right, let's get some of these comments again. Guys, I'm about to graduate college. I'm subscribed to the channel now. Appreciate it, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah. Y'all want the benefits of being in the conference?
We are special. We're Notre Dame.
We're special. We're Notre Dame, and you aren't.
Oh, let's talk about this too. Yeah, be mad about it. We signed a deal. If we're in the top 12, we're in the playoffs. Be mad about it. We're in. You're not. If we're in the top 12, entering the final rankings starting next year, we're in the playoffs guaranteed. Hate it. Be mad.
Far more money. This is just not true, Peanut. Ironically enough, Miami and Florida State bring in peanuts compared to what Notre Dame brings in.
Hunter Yurchek said, "Give me 5 Roll Tides, and I'll subscribe."
Sean, you do it. I ain't doing it.
I can't. I'm too mad about it. Oh, I got you. The Roll Tides should not have been in the playoffs. The Roll
Tides should not have been in the playoffs.
Roll Tide, what does that even mean when they're elephants?
Spoiled brats.
Roll Tide sucks. And Alabama, Roll Tide should not be in the playoffs.
How did we screw BYU?
BYU got their ass kicked. They had the chance to get in. Blame Texas Tech.
No, he's saying we screwed BYU because we decided not to play.
I get that because you're a big game.
Hold on. Our entire team did not want to play the game. It was consensus, unanimous. They did not want to play. So no senior players got screwed out of a game. They didn't want to play. And honestly, we helped BYU. You got a better opponent, or not a better opponent. You got a easier opponent to play that actually cares about a Pop-Tarts Bowl. We helped BYU.
Can Mormons even eat Pop-Tarts?
Hunter Yurchek 6'7". There you go.
I know they can't drink coffee or soda. 1 to 2. Genuine question. Yeah.
I would love to see Notre Dame in either the Big Ten or former another conference. Some of the disgruntled teams, rumors are Michigan are leaving issues.
I love the Big Ten.
Michigan.
Keep some of those rivalries.
What would you think about Hunter Yurchek?
Game conference believer sometimes.
Hunter Yurchek is our athletic director. How do we feel?
As long as you actually fight for Notre Dame to be in the playoffs, if you just say 6-7 every press conference, we might have a deal.
How about Sam Pittman? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The ND playoff clause giving them an automatic play is if they're ranked is absolutely ridiculous in such bull. Guess why we get that? Because we're Notre Dame.
See, what do you say? I told them they're mad.
Who has the most players?
It's pretty much every other team. They also said, I want this announced too, that all of the conference champions that are getting in, I don't know if y'all saw this, that starting next year, they have to be Power 4 champs. Power 4 champions will make it every year. So I don't know if you saw that. Duke would have been in this year if it was next year.
Who has the most players, or who has the most players drafted in the NFL? Notre Dame. Easy question there. Notre Dame and USC, not an SEC team. What? I don't get it.
Yeah, we're not doing the SEC.
Well, I got a feeling Freeman would only leave after delivering a national. I'll say this: I don't, and I put this in the group chat. I don't think Freeman is an NFL guy. He doesn't. To me, he gives off Kirby Dabo vibes where they're fine with just being the college level. That's how I look at it. See.
Well, I've always had the opinion of Marcus Freeman's young. And maybe when he gets to a certain point, that'd be different. And I've always had the opinion, I agree, finish what you started, national championship. He's great with young players, with his age.
Yeah.
I don't know if a 30-something-year-old coach can go to the NFL and coach players around his age. He can. I know he'd be successful, but would it have as much impact? Would he be as good? And would he be as happy doing that compared to coaching some of these younger guys? And only he can decide that, right? But knowing Marcus Freeman, like, of everything we've seen, is he's a Notre Dame guy. He loves this place.
Oh, this is a Hoosiers fan.
He's not leaving until he delivers a national championship to Notre Dame. That's his goal, and he's going to fulfill it.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, real quick, I just Googled Curt Cignetti because he told me to. The only team he hasn't beaten in his career at Indiana, Notre Dame. That's a crazy stat. I wonder what happened.
We whooped ass in that game last year too, man.
Brought out that belt last year. Breaking news: Max Bola just accepted a job with Michigan State.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
we
bringing
kind of
that up.
talked about that.
Yeah, it's now official. It's a tough loss. We'll replace him, right?
Yeah.
Was he as impactful as our, other either position coaches or coordinator positions? I mean, you even mentioned who you want elevated as DC. I think we all would rather have Mickens over Chris Ash. But he's a solid coach, solid guy. When he replaced Laurinaitis, he had big shoes to fill, and he looked great. So I think it's a great hire by MSU. I think they're going to get a guy that can develop and show elite tendencies on the defensive level, especially for linebackers. I think we'll be able to replace him. It's not as much of a worry as much as if a Mickens were to leave, or like Mickens mainly, or even Sanders, our running back coach. But I think that he's going to do great things there, and we wish him nothing but the best. But we'll be able to find a replacement to you said Manti Te'o, but somebody to coach up these linebackers, because it's a very talented room.
I agree. I've been vouching for it. Manti Te'o as linebackers coach. Bring him back home. I think it'd be perfect. What is that? I missed a comment earlier. Oh, Hunter Yurachek told us Jerome Moore is the next committee chair member.
Is he
Awesome.
also bringing?
Let's not go there. Let's not.
Okay.
And Notre Dame, Ender Game said that Indiana would whoop Notre Dame. I don't know about that.
Too bad we don't get the chance, because Hunter Yurachek screwed us.
Yeah, blame Hunter Yurachek. It won't be easy for Notre Dame to beat Miami next year either.
I think we're going to win that by 2+ scores. The cold,
Yeah.
Carson Beck's gone. You'll get someone in the portal, but I might bet money to win that game, to be honest. I will bet money to win that game.
I'd rather see Notre Dame in the playoffs than Alabama, James Madison, or Tulane. I agree with you there.
Thank you.
It's an Arctic hare. Ha! I think that's like in response to our Snow Bunny comment.
Yeah, Arctic hare.
Yeah. Oh man, this show has been great. This show is awesome right now. Notre Dame is ducking BYU, putting 50 on their heads. Okay. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Saline police detained him, or what?
Dirty in the snow.
Oh man, stop doing. Okay. Let's see. I'll be at the Miami game. Sean, I'll be at the Miami game.
I'll think about it.
You need to go. You need to go.
I'll think about it.
No, bro. You. It's like not a think about it. It's you go. Let's see here. I wish we played Michigan every year still. Yeah, I miss the Michigan rivalry just as much as everybody else.
Me too.
Notre Dame has been in as many ACC. Yes, we have. Guess how many years Miami's been in the conference?
Way longer. They have the same amount of ACC titles. I wish we would have won that.
Oh, dude,
if we won
that would have been
year,
it would have been the biggest flex for all the people that say join a conference, join a conference, join a conference.
we did, and we won.
When-
We still can
when-
flex. We did, and we went to the ACC championship.
We went undefeated in the conference. Yeah. Hope our backfield next year can fill the losses.
That depends. Jadarian Price comes back. It's paid the money. I think we'd be right back at that level. But if Aeneas Williams, Nolan James, Keedron Young, maybe a transfer, somebody, I am a little nervous about that as well. That's the biggest question mark for me running into next year. But it's also a position we have the biggest depth in. So we'll see.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, I think Aeneas and Young are going to be a great 1-2 punch next year. Will says, "What do you guys ultimately think is going to happen with us after this loss?" I I think I don't know this. I don't have sources. This is just my opinion. I think Notre Dame's going to leave the ACC contract. They're going to leave the ACC and other sports. You focus on 2026, right? You got a lot coming back. You're losing 3 defensive linemen next year. You're losing maybe Billy Schrauff and Wagner, depending on what they decide to do. Fields is gone. Pauling's gone. And then Love and Price. And Devontae Smith. Those are all the guys you're losing.
Yeah.
You're probably going to lose some more in the portal. If I'm Notre Dame, I'm pissed of how this played out. It's full 0 dark 30. All offseason and all of next season, I'm going ham in the portal. I'm spending a shit ton of money on getting the best guys I can in the portal, especially at the defensive line position. And then maybe you bring in another receiver. If you could bring in a Fields type, that'd be great. And then, go out there and go 12-0. And like Jamie of ISD said, or not Jamie, Greg Flamung said this. Next year, when we play ACC teams, we're not taking knees. We're not taking starters out. The goal is to score 80 on your head every time we play an ACC team. No sportsmanship. I agree. Any team that's associated with ESPN, I'm sorry. You're getting that belt. And by the way, Kenny Minchie is transferring. One of the teams that is interested in him is Wisconsin. Kenny.
Don't do it to yourself.
Hear me out, bro. Don't, Kenny. I know you want to play, and I know Wisconsin, you're probably a day one starter. Do not do it to yourself, man. We love you, man. We want to see you succeed. I do not want to see what happens week 1 when we play Wisconsin if you are there. I don't wish that on you. But if you do go there, it's nothing personal. It's just business. I think Sean would agree.
A few teams to watch out for with Kenny Minchie. Don't be surprised with teams like, you could see like an Indiana with Mendoza going to the draft, even though I think the younger brother is going to start. Arizona State with Sam Leavitt leaving, I think will be a perfect location for him. And then, people talk he's from Nashville, so watch the Vanderbilt, Tennessee teams and teams in that area. So there's teams from the Big Ten, SEC, and Big 12 all at them. What I think happens, I don't know about the ACC thing. I'm not going to predict that happens. Everything I've heard, though, is expect a Freeman extension, expect the team to go heavy in the portal, and expect for this team to be determined to go hard next year to right this wrong. So,
Harold says, as a Hurricanes fan, I can't really talk, but why is there a random Gator fan in here talking shit? I don't know. You would think going 4-8 would really humble a team. That's a good question. Will ask, what are your full-time jobs out of curiosity?
Oh, here you go. That's the perfect question for Ryan.
Yeah, okay. We Sean, I believe, is a military guy, right?
Yeah, I was. So I was in the Air Force, and then I worked with them for a while, and then I just moved to Arizona with my wife, and we now I'm a warehouse manager for this company here. So it's been nice. So just continuing to do logistics. So that's my career background.
Yeah.
And Ryan.
For me, I'm self-employed. I am a social media, content creator, podcaster, editor. So yeah, self-employed. I make good money though. So
he makes a big bucks.
Yeah. Sean asks me all the time why I don't donate to the Rock Me Fund, which I
I ask
By
him
the way,
I ask him all the time.
$500 a month, I think, is good for a Rock Me Fund donation. But
God, yeah.
Who cares if Notre Dame plays? Notre Dame ain't won nothing. All right, yeah. You care? If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here commenting this. There. Real stuff. Love the channel. Appreciate it, Hunter. Everyone from doctor to fisherman in here tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Freeman has a long career ahead. When do we play UNC?
Let's go through these comments.
When do we play UNC?
Next year, right? Or the year after?
Next year. Yeah.
Next year, yeah.
We might give Bill Belichick a
introduce him to college football for real.
Yeah. Hey, our buddy co-host couldn't show up today, but he did. He was able to comment. I am the reason. I am, in fact, the sole reason why Notre Dame is not in the playoff.
If they came out and said the reason we kept Alabama, Miami over Notre Dame is because we saw Ryan, and he's the reason Notre Dame's not here today, you would have to get rid of social media.
No.
Oh,
that would.
I'd be so mad at you. Oh, could you imagine?
I remember going to bed Saturday night so happy after cheering IU on, so that we would play them in quarterfinals after beating Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was so confident going to bed.
Dude, I went to bed
in the best mood.
Oh man, it was bad. Marcus Freeman at the moment doesn't have an NFL personality. I agree. Ben says, I heard Ryan was seen spotted leaving Jerome Moore's office at night. Yeah, man. We were discussing contract details. For what? The world may never know. Man, it fucking is cold, dude. We've done a great job recruiting running backs. Yes, we have. Keemon Spell released his top 5 today. Notre Dame is a part of that. Seems like that's going to be a Notre Dame Georgia battle. Leave the ACC. Shut up. We will. I think Notre Dame has been setting the stage to lead. The 12-year contract is recently signed with Clemson. Yep. Let's see here. We need our line to get better. So much talent. I think it's young. I think it's going to be a lot better next year. Charles Jagasaw. Stay away
from ATV.
Stay away from ATVs, please. We need you next year. We find some big teams to play over the next 5 to 10 years. We have. I think he goes to Tennessee or Vandy. He's a Tennessee kid.
Yeah,
wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, those were one of the teams.
We have accomplished more than Miami and Notre Dame combined in the last 20 years. Dude. You went 4-8 this year. You're living in the past.
You're lucky that Tim Tebow championship still in 20 years. You're almost getting there.
Yeah. Still irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach named Foggy is Michigan's interim head coach. Biff. We got a super chat. I appreciate the $2. Me and Sean will happily split this $1 or these $2 together. First super chat on the channel. And this is what it says. You guys play no one but Miami.
But Miami, spelling it like Hawaii and USC. You're right. But if you look at that schedule 10 years ago and you see Wisconsin and some of the other teams on there, you'd be like, oh, look at that. It sucks now.
Really quick, by the way, Trucker, if you want.
Thank you for the super chat.
I appreciate it for the super chat. If you want, you can send as many of these as you want, and you can shit talk Notre Dame in every single one of them.
Yeah, you can send 100 of them for 99 cents. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Does the Air Force really have the best food?
Yeah, it depends on the base for sure. For sure depends on the base. But definitely better than some of the other branches.
He said he's a retired U.S. Marine Corps here.
Yeah, he had MREs every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute you for your service, man. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I heard it on David Pollock's show. They were saying Michigan might target BK.
I would love that.
Dude, please. Brian Kelly to Michigan? Oh, that 9-3, 10-2 Michigan every year. They get their ass kicked by Ohio State every single year. They don't win any big games. Oh, it would be beautiful. Chef's kiss. Brian Kelly is the new coach at UNC.
No, Bill Belichick's still one coach there.
Yeah. Well, BK. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's better.
Yeah, no Arctic hairs for sure.
Yeah.
At least you know one thing with BK.
He's just going to kill kids. Yeah.
At least you know one thing with BK. The snow will not be dirty. You know. Oh, we got another super chat from our buddy Trucker that fish. Or wait. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. You guys have to win at least one of them.
Oh, yeah. We're
You're
going
right.
undefeated next
Dude,
year.
you're right, man. You are right.
If we go 10-2 next year, we shouldn't even be in consideration for a playoff.
Yeah, I know. We need to go undefeated next year. All right, that's it for the comments for right now. Jesus, we went on for almost 2 hours. Where's the other guy?
We'll talk about that commitment real quick.
Yeah, we'll talk about the commitment real quick. He is on a plane right now.
Yep, he's flying.
He is doing business things right now.
It's like an old time with Ryan and I because we started the podcast a few years ago. And for a while, it was just me and Ryan. But Ben joined this year, and he's new this year. So,
and he's brought a lot of
colorful ideas.
Colorful commentary. Yeah. His favorite person is a certain
Brian
guy.
Kelly. And Sharon
his favorite person is a guy who used to coach at Penn State, who will not be named right now, for obvious reasons. But so yeah, Notre Dame did get a commitment from Ace Alston, a 4-star commitment.
Thank you, the 2 Irish brothers, for stopping by.
Let me get this if I can pull it up on
every week. We're every
quick.
Tuesdays, guys. So I will say we're Wednesday this week. Ryan had
I had to go to Chicago for something,
yeah.
So
we typically have our episodes every Tuesday. So, and in the off season, we go over recruiting, schedule, predictions, game by game, right? Everything. And then regular season, we recap games. We go over everything Notre Dame. And you ask anything, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and our buddy Sean and Ben, you guys are welcome to come on the show anytime. Yeah, I love it. If I'll say right now, if you have to ask, or for the people that are asking who we're talking about from Penn State, yeah, you're on something there. Let's see. You probably should take those off right now. You guys have
yes, I have tears left. I'm still crying.
Dude, Zach, we've been crying. Man, I got like a jar of tears over here, man.
Yeah, he's drinking it. He's drinking it and reusing the tears and drinking it and reusing the tears. Yeah. Then he's pissing in it and drinking it and reusing the tears.
Sorry about the Brian Kelly UNC thing. Oh, no, you're good.
No, it's a good comment.
But yeah, so Notre Dame landed a commitment from Ace Alston yesterday. 4-star corner from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is the second best player in the state of Ohio, the number 128th best player in the country, the number 12 corner in the country. We'll kind of go over his tape here. Kind of want to get our initial thoughts. This is my first time watching Ace's tape. But we'll watch a few plays here. But what were your – I know obviously we're still reeling from the devastation of not making the playoff, but recruiting is still happening at a high level. Mike Mickens strikes again. How do we feel about Ace Austin being in the 2027 class?
I love the recruiting video. I don't know if any of you or if you saw it, Ryan, where he
I did.
had the hats on the table and got a little delivery catered to him, and he poured a glass or some milk in first. Didn't he pour the milk in first?
He poured the milk in first, which I thought was pretty
insane. But
But
then he got some Lucky Charms, poured it in, and said, "I'm committing to Notre Dame." So I love it. Very unique commitment there. Mike Mickens strikes again. He continues to get these elite corners. This dude is going to be elite in this class. It gets to a point where it's just recycled and reused, and I love it how we're getting to that point. The thing that impresses you most with him is his vision, and I actually think he has underrated speed as a corner. He looks fast as shit. I think he's going to be a guy that is a mixture of Chance Tucker with maybe more ball skills, like a Cam Hart mixed with a Chance Tucker.
The 6 is kind of bugging me a little bit, and the gear too kind of reminds me a little bit of Christian Gray.
Yeah.
He kind of plays like Christian, like he reminds me of Christian Gray, but he's not nearly as aggressive. Like he doesn't bite as much as Christian.
Doesn't aggressive as he just shoves a guy to the sideline. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. Like I'm saying he doesn't like we have talked about with Christian Gray. The problem is he plays like Trayvon Diggs. He always plays for the interception. He plays for the big plays, right? Ace does that, but he doesn't do it every single time. He's got a great nose for the ball. In my opinion, he's great in both man and zone. I was reading up on some of his 247, what the analysis for him. He's a very physical corner, right? He's 6'1", 180 pounds, lengthy. I love that we're getting all of these corners that are lengthy, quick, and are very physical. That's another thing. His tackling acumen. When I was making his commitment graphic and the video on TikTok, the kid comes up and hits. Like he plays like a safety, like this. You see, just tackles. He loves it. Anything else? I think he's a guy that it's going to be hard because you have a lot of guys coming in. I think he's going to play at Notre Dame. I don't think he's going to play it right away as a freshman, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got some reps in sophomore year.
Early prediction, where does he finish in that 27 recruiting class? It's going to be just as good, I think, as this year. Well, I wouldn't say just as good, but elite as well. Top 5 recruit, top 10, top 7, top 1.
You mean in our class or?
Class, in the whole class. I say top 10. Yeah. I think we'll finish around the 7 range.
Yeah. It's interesting because with the Teddy Gerard stuff about him possibly reclassifying, that hurts the class a little bit. But yeah, and Ace joins. I'm blinking right now. Khalil Terry, who we did a couple weeks ago. Joins Khalil Terry is our second DB in the class. Notre Dame wants to bring in 5, so we got 3 more. I did think it was interesting that you had 5-star, the 5-star cornerback Dobson, who he's from South Carolina. I think he's Notre Dame all the way. You got Marquise Bryant, who's a safety from North Carolina. He's got a commitment date for the 19th, so that's possibly another one.
This is why Freeman has to stay. Does he have to understand what he's doing at Notre Dame? He's changing.
He's recruiting at a level that Notre Dame has never seen before. And getting a kid out of Ohio, I want to stress this. He is in Ohio State's backyard. He plays in Cincinnati. Ohio State wanted this kid. This isn't, since Ohio State didn't want him and he wanted to go to Ohio State, but Ohio State didn't show as much effort or whatnot. No, Ohio State wanted him bad. he's taken multiple visits to all of his top schools. Mind you, his top schools include Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Indiana, USC, LSU. All those teams have had great DBs in their program. It says a lot. Ben's not here, but Ben's favorite thing is, offers over rankings any day. But he's got the rankings and the offers together to match it. So I like Ace a lot. Anything else on Ace Austin?
No, I just think it's a great get, and this class is going to continue getting elite, and Freeman's doing great things. And also our new GM. This
Mike
year,
Martin.
Mike, he's doing a really good job.
Have you tuned in to? Did you watch the first episode of Here Come the Irish yet?
Yeah, I watched it before you because you said you weren't interested in watching it, and I had to tell you that you saw the quarterback battles.
Yeah, I got about halfway through it.
Seeing him talk was really nice. It was really good to see him give his
The
GM
start of
perspective.
The start of the first episode pissed me off more. About
Just wait till the end.
Just
wait till the end.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry about the Brian Kelly thing. When we get a time, we want you back on. Ryan just hasn't messed up. Yeah, man. We're doing our shows at the same time, so it's kind of hard. But we definitely need to try something out. Ace is high. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Did you see what he said when he committed? What he committed? He said Ace Money in South Bend.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I'm not reading that.
There it is.
Yeah. Hunter got his what he wanted. Ace of Base saw the sign. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a wild few days. I do find it interesting. We're out. It's just a weird feeling, man.
It's a terrible feeling.
Sick. I feel for the kids on the team.
I feel for myself. Gosh. Yeah.
I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody else. I was planning on being in Miami in January. I'm going to be at Disney World. I'm taking my daughter to Disney World in Orlando. We planned it around the time that the Natty was going to be in Miami for that entire reason. And it's going to be sad being there the days of the national championship, and it's not going to be Notre Dame. So, but I do want to say it doesn't take away that this was a great season for the guys. Jeremiah Love is a Heisman candidate.
Start. Very impressed of how they bounced back.
Yeah. People can say the 10 wins in a row, you beat nobody. It's hard to win 10 straight games. Doesn't matter who you play. Sucks for Jeremiah Love. Sucks for Jadarian Price.
Jadarian Price could come back. Don't count that out yet. I think he's on to the NFL, but do not count out him coming back to be a full-time starter. He's the top 3 rated running back in the class. So I'm not saying he's coming back. He's probably going to the NFL, but I'm like, just maybe a little hope with that. A little hope.
But yeah, let's see. It is officially basketball season, recruiting season. So we will be, covering every aspect of that. More stuff. Falls, where, we figure out what's going on with the ACC deal, everything like that. We'll keep you guys in tune. We'll talk about it. We'll be here
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday night. As long as something doesn't happen where one of us, life happens. But if you guys like the show, please make sure you go over to the Voice of College Football, drop a sub, comment. Like Sean said, we go live every Tuesday night. We're going to talk about it, trying to do the call-in shows so you guys can hop in, talk on Thursdays like you see below. It's been hard during the regular season to kind of keep it up, but you guys can hop in, talk with us. We'll probably do that more in the off season when we don't have as
You
much
can
to
do
talk
the
about.
chat too. You don't even have to call in like today.
You do
Killer
this.
day.
You can do the super chats as well. Again, you want to even shit on Notre Dame, send in a super chat. Cool. Appreciate all the support, even all the guys in here trolling. I respect it. It's part of the game. You guys are hilarious, by the way, for the most part. Yeah, it's crazy how this thing.
Thank you for joining. I hope
Yeah, thank you, Hunter Yurichek, for joining the show.
for your
Or not joining the
gracious
show, commenting.
for showing your face
Yeah.
after the horrific decision.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about it.
Tell me why you put Miami to jump up 2-3 spots, and Notre Dame falls 2 spots when they're ahead of Miami when both teams don't play and they don't update their resume. But Alabama gets their ass kicked and they stay the same. So thanks, Hunter.
Yeah, thank you, Hunter. I did appreciate you coming in here and giving us the 6-7. That's always it's always helpful. Again, it's been an insane night. We've had 1,500 people tune in. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Record night. You guys are part of this. We're only just getting
Ben's
started.
not
This
here
is
anymore.
because Ben's not here. It is our 26th show, so you guys are just getting the early parts of this. Again, huge shout out to the Dan Levitard show for helping this thing kind of go viral. Also, kind of shout out Barstool.
Could have even
Thanks to
been better if
Barstool.
Barstool tagged us.
Yeah, it would have been better if Barstool would have tagged us, but you can't.
You should message them because actually someone told me that they if they post you, they have to give the credit, and if they don't, they have to do something with that or something. I don't know.
I'm not that worried about it. But again, if you guys found us from that clip, appreciate it. Even if you are here to clown us.
I wonder how many of y'all did.
We're usually about 200, 300 viewers, and now we're at 1,500. So,
hey, there's some weeks though we've been at. There was a few weeks we averaged 500, right? Like there's some weeks where we.
Yeah. By the way,
Really
hopefully
depends.
next time we do the show, I'm not dealing with this cold. Sound terrible.
My
I can't
internet's
stop
good.
coughing. Yeah, hopefully Sean's internet's good. Hopefully Ben is here, and he can talk about his favorite person.
If we come back next week and we don't have as many viewers, Ben's not on the show anymore.
Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna drop this here. I was not supposed to say this, but Ben is on a plane right now because he's got a meeting with Sharon Moore. He is Sharon Moore's lawyer, so that's why he's doing that. Yeah. Mentions. Had no idea of that clip. Oh, that's awesome, Sloppy Joe. We appreciate you hopping in, though, man, even regardless. If you're from the clip or not, we appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Oh, one last thing. So it is basketball season. Notre Dame won again. 8-3, beating the Idaho the Vandals.
It's hard for me to get excited.
Hey, no, get excited, man. Notre Dame basketball season, right? Even though Marcus Burton's out for the year, most likely. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, again, appreciate all you guys hopping in. They do good. Hey, make the tournament. Let's make the tournament. Dude,
I'd be happy about that.
Our football team doesn't make the tournament.
Our basketball does. Who would have bet that?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hunter
Anyways,
Yurchek would have.
yeah, Hunter Yurchek would have, yeah. Anyways, for all the 1,500 people, like I said, make sure you go over to the Voice of College Football Notre Dame on YouTube. Drop a sub, like, comment. If you're on X, feel free to follow me at Ryan or at Frable_Ryan. Go follow Sean at ND4ever on Twitter. If you guys are watching on Twitter, please go over to YouTube, drop a sub, like, comment. It helps with pushing the show around, getting more viewers. Been a tough week. We'll get through it. But as always, guys, appreciate you guys all tuning in. I've been your host, Ryan Favell, with my co-host, Sean at ND4ever. We'll be back next week, same time.
Next week.
Make 2025 your season now. Go Irish.
As always, go Irish.